you're watching us from, welcome back to this channel. And we always tell you, this is where we spread positivity and love. And I want to thank those that are new to this channel, those that have subscribed. There are so many. We really thank you, we appreciate you, and may the Lord bless you. To the returning subscribers, we always tell you, you are the reason why we sit here every day so that we can bring to you this content. You who has commented, liked our videos, we salute you. We thank you so much. We don't take it for granted. We really appreciate you, and we really pray that God blesses you. Today, I'm going to start by talking slightly about the mango and kinoo. We all know that the mango is in Jamaica, and yesterday we saw them in downtown together. And guys, I saw so many comments in the comment section. People actually telling them, invite us in your wedding. You have good chemistry. You actually care for each other. You love each other. And all those good words. And I really agreed with the people in the comment section. Kinoo and the mango, they really are compatible. They are young people with great vision, with great mission, with great humbleness. They are both humble. Actually, when I saw them walking downtown, greeting people, talking to people, Kinoo is very social. Actually, very social. We always see him greeting people, saying hi to them, and appreciating the people he meets. And the mango is also the same character. Very social. And she appreciates people very much. These two, I tend to think also Kinoo comes from a very humble background. And let me tell you, people that come from a humble background do not forget where they come from. And that is why they can associate with anyone. They can actually talk to anyone. They can humble themselves to the lowest level. And I think that is why the Mango's family, Ayamarwa, the Mango, David Jr., actually have so many haters because they can associate themselves with anyone. And most of the people that are actually lower than them tend to compete with them, and that is why most of them tend to be haters, even when they have been assisted, when they have been helped, when they have been raised from ashes to grace. Because they can associate with anyone. They can actually talk to anyone. And that is why most of the times we tend to see them being brought in the social media a lot because they can communicate with anyone. We see that most of the celebrities don't want to associate themselves with anyone. Actually, they keep off people. They even hide. Like in Kenya, I find them hiding. They don't want to mix with the common man. But we have seen these people meeting with the common man, talking to them, having a good time with them. And that is why they are actually the greatest people that we have come across. So we saw Kinoo and the mango in downtown. And at one time, I was actually enjoying the video when Kinoo was telling the mango, you are going to buy the whole lot of downtown. It was such a good moment for both of them to enjoy the company of each other, to go and greet people, meet people, socialize with people, because life is about talking to people, just associating with the people. That is all what is about life. Not crossing yourself and assuming you cannot talk to people that are very low than you. You cannot talk to people that do not have the same class or the same level with you. Life is about meeting everyone, associating yourself with everyone, because no one chose to be where they are. They just find themselves to be where they are. Guys, I was watching the Mango's video of some years back when they were staying in the old house before they moved to the new house. And actually, I got to understand a lot about her. The reason why I'm saying this is because when she was shooting this video, she was actually taking us around the house they used to live in. When I was looking at the kitchen, the bedroom where Marwa was sleeping, she could actually explain to us that Marwa sleeps the same room with the cows, with the sheep, with the goats, with the chicken. And actually she was explaining to us, she's not ashamed of where she comes from. She's not ashamed of her humble background. And this is one thing that I really love the Mwango about. Because no one should be ashamed of where they come from. No one should be ashamed of the poverty you are experiencing. No one should be ashamed of the situation you are in. Because you don't know tomorrow. Because when the Mwango was showing us around, at that time, she was very, very low in life. And that is why she always keeps telling us that dreams are varied. Because after all those struggles in childhood, after all those hardships, and after all that we saw in that old video, now God has uplifted her. They're in a bigger house. She can travel all over the world. She can meet every people she wants to meet. And I could actually sit down and think, this is a great inspiration, a great motivation to the young people. Because someone watching the Mwango, in those years when they were living in such a house, and they are still watching the Mwango right now, there is a very big difference between that time and now. And it is a big lesson for someone who is seeing her then and now. It is an encouragement to tell a person, even if you are in a bad situation today, even if you are in a poverty situation today, you have nowhere to sleep, you have nothing to eat. Because by the way, guys, maybe the people who watch us don't know that most of the people in the Republic of Kenya where we are, some of them sleep hungry. Some of them take one meal in a day. Actually, I have encountered people who usually take one meal in a day. Some people who struggle even to get that one meal. And such people watching the Mwango, in that state she was in, and now where she is, they can know that you can come from wherever you are, and God uplifts you to a higher level. She becomes an inspiration to many. Because when God moves you from one state to the other, you are not moved so that you can keep quiet. I'm talking like that because of the haters, because they keep on telling us, the Mwango is boasting, she's saying she has this, she has traveled in more than 40 countries, she has bought a dress of this price, she has bought shoes of this price, she has bought a jacket of this price, she's living in a hotel room paying this price. It is because when you come from a situation where you didn't have anything, where you are struggling, guys, I think there are mosquitoes here where I am. If I'm trending and Carol are here, they would actually shoot a video about the mosquitoes in this house of mine. So, when you go through a situation in life, especially when you are young, poverty situation whereby maybe you could not afford a meal, you could not afford shoes, you could not afford clothes. By the way, guys, you know when I was growing up, the reason why I love the Mwango, when I was growing up, by the way, I could have only one dress. That was the dress to go to school, it was the dress to go to church, and it was the dress to stay with in it in the house. I didn't have shoes. I came to wear shoes when I was reporting in Form 1. I can actually associate with the Mwango in so many things. Because remember, she told us, when she was reporting in Form 1, she actually didn't have a good box. She carried her clothes in a kanga. And therefore, in Africa, poverty is real. People go through hardships. I remember we could even sleep hungry for 2 days without food. You could come to school, come out of school at lunchtime, you go at home and you find there is nothing to be eaten. So imagine, guys, coming from such a situation and God approves you. You can afford to eat anything you want. You can afford to go anywhere you want. You can afford to build a house of your choice. Do you think you can be able to keep quiet? You want everyone to know what God can do. You want the world to know that God can change someone from the ashes to grace. You cannot keep quiet. It is not boasting. It's not pride. It is telling people you can come from the situation you are in to a greater level. And when haters come here and tell us that you are boasting just because you have given people a testimony of what God has done in your life, He has removed you. Guys, I'm actually suffering. There are some mosquitoes here. They are really eating my legs. What? So, I understand her. Because we want to shout on the rooftop how God has done, what God has done. It is like these people we read in the Bible that God healed. There was a guy who had stayed in the pool of Bethesda for 38 years. He could wait for people to put him in the pool so that he can bathe in the water so that he can get healed. And this guy waited for these people for 38 years. What does that tell us? People are not actually wishing you well, because I'm sure there were so many people who would have assisted this man to enter the pool so that he can get well. But the Bible says he stayed in that well for 38 years. No one had actually assisted him to jump to the pool and get healed. When Jesus came and threw him to the pool and he got healed, he went shouting because he was so happy. These people who are watching him at the pool of Bethesda, gossiping, envying him, talking about so many things about his sickness, I'm sure when he started shouting that he got healed, they started talking about him, boasting, bragging, and some were envious that he has gotten healed. The same case applies to us. When God removes you from the pool of Bethesda, the pool of poverty, the pool of sicknesses and diseases, the pool of all the situations we can have in life, and takes you to the next level, and you start shouting that God has healed you from the situation you are in. God has uplifted you from the poverty you are in. God has raised your standard. Then people comes to say that you're boasting. Don't care about them. Don't worry about them. Move forward. Focus on your goals. Focus on your vision. Because your destiny is great. And that is what we have seen in Dimwago. She does not bother about what the haters are saying. She does not bother about the time they spend talking about their family and her. She does not bother who will come and get an interview about her. We saw the other day African tigress talking about Dimwago and calling her a snake. And I wondered, why do people quarrel? Why do people fight? Why do people compete? Why are people so competitive? Because African tigress and Dimwago are blessed women. Blessed beyond measure. Blessed beyond boundaries. I don't understand why any of them should talk about the other. Because God has shown them mercy. He has blessed them. They should concentrate on their victory. They should concentrate on their attainment that they have and motivate others. Speak about what they have gained in their 20s. I don't know how old African tigress is, but she has gone to a great level. And these two women, we expect them to hold hands. Start a project together. Come and assist the people they know are suffering in Kenya. Together they build each other. Together they advertise each other. But in Africa, it is becoming another thing. When people are uplifted, they start competing. They start envying each other. They start all sorts of manner of backbiting and gossiping each other. And they bring their stuff in social media. I've actually seen so many people telling them, don't bring your dirty linen in public. Don't bring your differences in public. Just sort out your problems privately. And you know, that is why the Bible says, oh, all the people, nothing but love. Just love each other, appreciate each other, celebrate each other. Be grateful that your sister, that your brother has attained a marriage in life. They'll not come to beg from you. They'll not lack food. They will not suffer. Because the reason why we fight is because we don't want to celebrate each other. We don't want to appreciate each other. We don't want to see others ahead of us. This life, there is always someone ahead of you. And there is always someone behind you. If you look at the people behind you, then you know God has taken you a marriage. And you'll not even bother about the people ahead of you. You just propel forward, knowing that one day you'll also be there where they are. Because life is a circle. You are on one side this time, the other time you'll be on the other side. What is the jealousy for? What is the competition for? Why? Now, God has blessed you people. There are so many people that are wishing they are in the state you are in. They are in the level you are in. And therefore, when God gives you favor, just appreciate that and love one another and move forward to the next level. So we are happy for these two women, and therefore they should actually hold hands and move forward because they have a lot to achieve in life. They are just starting their life, and God has great plans concerning them. So it's good to love one another. That was just by the way. So today, when I see the mango in Jamaica, when I see the mango in UK, when I see the mango in Monaco, where we were told the rich lives and the celebrities of the world lives, then I know that surely God can remove you from your ashes to grace. And I know there are so many young people. Actually, I see them in the comment section saying that you inspired me. You made me to work hard. You made me to believe in success. You made me to believe that God can take you from one level to the other. You made me to know that dreams are varied. I can achieve what I want to achieve. I can attain my goals and my vision. I can move to any country in the world I want. And that is what the Mwango is telling us. That nothing is impossible. You can come from a simple village, a simple background, but you can attain much in life when you focus on God, when you become positive, when you love people. There is nothing you lose or gain by loving people, by showing people love, by appreciating people, by associating yourself with the people. That is the greatest investment in life. People are an investment. And when you show them love, they will show you a lot of love. We have seen the Jamaican people showing the Mwango a lot of love. Because what she did when she entered Jamaica, she started showing them love. She started appreciating them. Where people thought that Jamaica was a dangerous country, Jamaica was a country full of insecurity, we came to know the good side of Jamaica. We came to know Jamaica is a great country with great people, with humble people, with wonderful people. Even if someone was fearing to go to Jamaica, the Mwango made the people to believe that Jamaica is a great land. Because of just one positive person She did not overlook at what is said about Jamaica. She went there herself to witness. She went downtown. She went to the places that are said they are dangerous. And I could see in the comment section people telling her, be careful, don't say where you are, don't say a lot of things. But she believed in God, and she knew it's not about her protecting herself. God will do it. And she came up with a Jamaica we all love, a Jamaica we all admire, a Jamaica we all would want to visit one day. Just because of one positive-minded person. Positivity is power. Positivity can propel you from one level to the other. So, guys, today I just wanted to give an overview of what I saw in the old video of the mango, and to tell you, if you are there and you're going through a situation that is so hard, I want to tell you there is nothing impossible with God. He can actually remove you from where you are to another level. If he was able to heal a man who had suffered for 38 years, who had nobody to assist him, he can actually change your story. He changed the story of this man. He changed the life of this man. And we have seen so many stories in the Bible where Jesus changed the narrative, the situation of people, the life of people. And I've come to tell you, that's like the Mongo always keeps on telling us, all things are possible. Provided you believe in God, you work hard, you remain positive, and you trust in your Maker. You can achieve a lot in life. There is a lot hidden in the world treasures waiting for you. You who is capable of working hard, you who is capable of loving people, you who is capable of being positive, there is a lot. And you who is capable of trusting and believing in God, you can go to a greater heights. Guys, I'll stop at that and actually say, may the Lord bless you, enlarge you, and always protect you. Meet you next time.